Hi, it's Paul Mele, Mele Waterworks.
Trever Latham, Latham Irrigation.
So today we're going to be testing using a multimeter, and we're going to be testing Irrigation Timer at the terminals, and then we'll test it over at the solenoid wires. Irrigation Timer sends minimum of about 24 volts up to about 27, and so we'll be setting it to the 200 volts, and you always want to set it to the next highest number. And
you can see I marked this one because it's the most common one for irrigation, and I always forget which one to switch it to.
Yeah.
And you only use these maybe once every 6 months or every 3 months, and it's the kind of thing you can forget what you're supposed to do.
If you're not doing it every day.
Yeah.
So we want to go and test our valve 1. So we're going to double check that. All right, we don't have anything. We're going to cycle it, do a manual run. There we go. We're at 25.9 volts. Yeah, you actually heard the solenoid click. So here's our terminal for the AC, and there's our 26 volts. And then if we were to take this solenoid wires off, we'd be able to test here. And I don't know if you can see that multimeter, but 26 volts. So the reason you want to do this is, let's say you test your timer and you're not getting voltage out of it. Could be that your transformer's bad, could be that your wiring, the supply's bad, could be the whole unit's bad. Let's say you get it here and then you don't have it at your wires at your solenoid. That means chances are your wire's been cut, nicked, something's gone on, and you'll probably need to pull a new wire. But if you get electricity here, you get electricity there, and then let's say your valve's still not cycling, that's the solenoid is the most common next thing to check.
A lot of irrigation is just isolating it down to what the problem is and figuring out what's happening, and then you can know what to replace.
Right, and starting from the top, you know you want to start at your timer and work your way electrically to your final endpoint.
Some of these timers, it's just the guts, so you can replace the board.
Right.
Some of them you got to replace the whole thing.
Yep. But just easy things to get caught up with is to get lost on, you got your amperage, your resistance, and just making sure once you get your volts AC set, you're good to go.